What's going on, people? It is your boy, Mr. Noland here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do a reteach over yesterday's test on multiplying and dividing decimals, which was TEK 6.3e. Now, a couple quick things. If you're ever solving for a total, so you're solving for the total, you're going to take a part and you're going to multiply it by the part to give you the total. So this is solving for total. You multiply. If you're given the total, you divide. So that would be your total over your part equals part. So in other words, given the total, you will divide. Key things right there. All right, number one, Jada worked 21.5 hours last week. She earned $11 per hour for her work. Guys, it says right here, how much money did Jada earn? It's asking for you to solve for the total. Since I'm solving for the total, I have to multiply. Now, whichever number has more digits goes on top. So if you notice, I have 3 digits, and then I have 2 digits. Now, what we teach the kids is to move the decimal to the very back. So there was 1 movement. Here, there was no decimal, so there's no movements. We had a total of 1 decimal movement. Now, the reason we do that is kids sometimes get messed up and confused by the decimal. So if you put the decimal to the back, you're just now multiplying whole numbers. 1 times 5, 1 times 1, 1 times 2. Second row add a 0. 1 times 5, 1 times 1, 1 times 2. Add straight down. You get 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm done. Oh, no, you're not. You have to move the decimal back 1 time. So this person made $236.50. Now, guys, if you want to, you can put the 0 behind the 5, but you don't actually have to because 0.5 and 0.50 are actually the same exact thing. All right, number 2. Emmeline earned $6.50 for each hour of work as a babysitter. How much will she earn for working 5.5 hours? Again, it's asking for you to solve for the total. You're solving for the total. So again, you are multiplying. She makes $6.50, and you multiply that by the 5.5 hours she worked. Move the decimal to the back. That was 2 movements. This was 1 movement. It's a total of 3 movements. All right, let's multiply our whole numbers. 650 times 55. 5 times 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Second row is your 0. 5 times 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Add straight down. You get this large number, 35750, but I have to move the decimal back from the back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. This person made $35.75. There you go. All right, next one, number 3. The weight of 1 serving of trail mix is 2.5 ounces. How many servings are there in 22.5 ounces of trail mix? So like the analogy I gave the kids, you went Sunday shopping, you got some snacks for their lunchbox for the school week. So you got this big bag of trail mix, and you're going to split it up each day for their snacks. So you got to split it up evenly. Well, guys, if you're taking something and splitting it, that means you are dividing. So this time, we're going to take our total. This is how big the bag was when you bought it. And I'm splitting it into these smaller sections. Now, guys, whenever you're dividing, the total has to go on the inside. Okay? Now, what we teach on dividing is you look at the number on the outside only. Is there a decimal on the outside? Yes, there is. Kick the ball to the wall. There was one kick here. However many kicks here, you have to do the same thing on the inside. Notice one kick here, one kick here. So in reality, how many quarters to give you $2.25? Take that back. How many times can 25 go into 225? 25, 50, 75, $1, $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, $2. So that's 8 quarters plus another quarter. 25 goes into 225 9 times. So that answer should have been 9. All right, last one. I think this is by far the hardest one because it tells us a chemistry teacher divided. Right there, it tells us what we're doing. That's what makes it so hard. So again, you take your total divided by your part. The total has to go on the inside. Look at the number on the outside. Is there a decimal on the outside? Well, yes, there is. Kick it to the wall. There's one kick and up. All right, let's go ahead and do our dividing. 15 goes into 31 2 times. 15 goes into 15 1 time. Your correct answer should have been 21. All right, guys, I hope this video helps you with your reteach. Remember, if you do the retest at home, the highest grade allowed is an 80, because I don't know if your parents are helping you or not, but the highest grade at home would be an 80. And again, use the video to help you out. Have a great day, guys. Bye.